Hello and welcome back to another episode from the Studio Block server. We are over at the Bearded Tavern, but I am not alone. Look, we got a load of people here. We've turned the speed down. I wanted to see what Minecraft is like if you play at actual walking pace, and let me tell you, it is awful. Yeah, we got the gang has come to join us here in the tavern. Everybody's having a good time. We got some people playing checkers, people catching up, people who've never met before, having a nice chat. Um, they're all a bit quiet. I mean, apart from the dog. Apart from the dog, they're all a bit quiet. Is nobody's online? Well, this is weird. Can I get a glass of orange juice, please? So how did I make that work? Let's go through this. As you would have seen in the last episode, we are now a year into Studio Blocks, and we thought to do something special for the server, we would add a few new mods. And one of them, which I have been very much enjoying playing about with, and we're going to play about with some more later, is called motion capture. And it's going to make doing big recordings so much easier. So we are over at the Slime Village. I thought it would be a nice location to do some filming. And we're going to just have a couple of people in a scene. I've also, you may have noticed the maps come in a bit. I am not playing full screen, so you can see what I'm typing, so that people on the server can learn how to use this mod. So we type in /mocap recording start weird and bearded. And now it's not recording what I'm doing until I actually do something. So let's do something. We're gonna walk around. We'll say this person works at the Slimery School, so they're gonna have a nice little wander through the plaza. Let's stop for breakfast, shall we? So we're gonna walk along here. They can maybe fiddle about with the tables a bit because they're bored, and we know people like messing with trapdoors. I also want to show you that interactions also work. So they're going to come, they're going to ask for some bread. There's currently nobody there. So we'll take the bread. And then they're going to head into the school. The Slimery School. They're a Slimery School teacher. It is a completely normal thing to be doing. So we'll be there shortly. Won't take long. I probably should have used the paths. I'm sorry. I'll go back onto the paths. Then they go up, and they go into the school. So at this point, we do mocap recording stop, and then we can discard it by typing that again if we don't like what we recorded, or we can change it to save, and we'll give it a name. We'll call this one teacher. So then what I can do is I can do mocap playing start teacher. What we will see is it plays back what I did. But that's not the only way to play it back. That was going to play back a recording. What we can then do is set up scenes. And this is where the mod really becomes useful for us. So let's do mocap scenes add Slime Village. I also just want to see, do I actually take the bread? No. Oh, the bread wasn't there. Maybe they'll take the bread if I remember to put the bread back. So we've added in Slime Village. I can then do mocap scenes add to. Now, with any scene, there's always going to be a dot in the front. So we've got dot Slime Village teacher. So now we can do the same thing as earlier. We can do playing start, but then instead of teacher, we can put in Slime Village. And our teacher will start moving. But that is only one person. Let's get another person into the scene. We can talk more about it. So we can do mocap playing, stop all, and everything has stopped. Let's have someone from this house. And they can work as a trader. I'll go over to the trading carriage I mean, they probably live there, but be quiet. So we're going to do that again. Mocap, recording, start, weird and bearded. So they'll also have a little wander through here, because the plaza is nice and friendly. It is a happy place of happiness. And then they will head over to the little trading carriage cart thing. They're going to be crafting stuff, so they're going to come down. They're going to open up the crafting table. I've taken off my armor just so that everything is nice and clean, and then maybe they'll head back into the trading hut. And we are going to do mocap recording stop, and then save that as trader. And then we're going to go into a bit more detail here. So when we add things into scenes, so we do mocap scenes, add to Blind Village trader, there are more things. So we can change the start delay. For now, I'm just going to put it as 0. I doubt they collide at all. But you can just set a number of seconds, and it will be that long until that animation starts. You can also change where they begin. You can change the offset on the X, Y, and Z, which is weird, but I have thought of some niche uses for that for us. And then you can name them. So we're going to stick with, for now being me, this is how I got everybody else into the scene. Because you can set a name, or just say hello. And then we are going to take the skin from me. So thank you everybody for giving me permission to use your skin for the intro. So if we add them to the scene, and then we start the scene again, we will now see they both emerge from their houses and wander through the plaza. So, of course, this has a lot of potential uses. Also with the skins, we can also do them from files. So, obviously, we're not going to be using skins of players unless they are on the server and, you know, we have permission and everything. I mean, if they're not on the server and we have permission, that's still fine, as long as we have permission from them. But we can set up a load of skins ourselves. You can see he comes out, puts down the crafting table. Oh, this is working wonderfully. So you don't take things from item frames. This is something we've learned. They can't interact with item frames. But they can still put blocks down. They can break blocks. But I want to push it to a limit. I want to see if it starts to lag, when it starts to lag. So we're going to create a crowd scene. I've come over to the buried treasure for this experiment because it is our most town-like build. We've got lots of buildings close together. We've got nice maze-like paths. I think this is going to be our best chance to make a place feel busy. So we've got a nice flow to the place. And so not a smooth flow, but I like the fact that there's lots of interconnecting paths. But there are some things that we can do to hopefully improve it. I want to improve it because we have a couple of choke points, and to make that clear, I drew a map of the area. So if I bring up paint, you can see this is a map of the town. Now, the problem is, so you can see, just to, in case you can't tell, red for the houses, green for the paths, and blue marks the edge of each level. But the thing is, if you want to get from this region to this region, you always have to cross those paths. That is the only way to get from one space to the other. And even then, if you go this path, then you have to go round to an awkward path at the side, and then this one, there's quite a long path that doesn't go to anything else. So I want to add some things. I can probably just extend this path along there to break that up a little bit. I want to bring this staircase to meet up a bit higher up in the path, maybe around here. I should be able to bridge across that gap. And maybe we can do something there or there. So I'm going to take a look on the server, see where we can add things. I think everything up here is okay. We've got a big build here to go around anyway. Yeah, I'm going to take a look. Maybe we can add something around there. And we're going to make some changes. The changes have been made. The town now has a better flow. Here is the plan for the experiment. I have expanded the map that I made so I could get some more detail on there, and I have given every building a number. I then have a random number generator to tell me what building to start in, such as this one, and what building to stop in, and we're just going to go for a walk. So let's just get the first walk going. And we're just walking through. I'm actually going to be using one of the new paths by the looks of things. We have this double staircase with a little bit of a level in the middle. And we're walking from house 17 to house number 1, which isn't too far away. From one end of the town right to the other, I picked the 2 furthest buildings. That is pretty much a 1-minute walk. I'm going to try to stick to paths where I can, but there are times where I may decide to go off a path. So then we're going to save that recording as Town Walk 1. And I'm going to add that to a scene that I've already made called Town. Ah, there we go. So what I'm hoping is that I'll be able to watch it back while I record, so I can then make sure I'm not going to be walking into myself at all. I'm just going to keep adding recordings until things start to lag. So I want your guesses down in the comments. How many recordings, how many weird embeddeds do you think we're going to have walking around this town before we see signs of lag? This is probably going to take me a while. But when we get back, we're also going to have the miserable Toad with us. And he doesn't know what I'm up to. I don't think he's looked into this mod yet. I don't think he knows what it's capable of. So that's going to be a fun moment of surprise. Time to get on with things. Hello, Toad.
Hello.
You may be wondering why I've asked you here.
I'm very curious actually.
So,
Well,
have you had a chance to look at the new mods that we've added?
I've not, no.
This will be a good spot. So,
Okay.
I thought this town would be a fun place for a game of hide and seek.
Okay.
So, I think you should go and stand in the corner and give me a
Right.
15-second countdown while I
Okay.
run and hide. Sound good?
15, 14, 12, 11,
You missed
10,
13.
9, 13, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Release the wabs.
What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Isn't it beautiful?
I can hit them, and if it's you,
If it's me,
so,
I will take damage.
yes, that's the plan. It's gonna be quite tricky considering the amount of wabs there are on my screen.
So this is something we were discussing earlier in the episode. I wanted to see how far I could go until there was lag. So you'll notice there was a bit of a lag spike when we started.
There was. I got a bit of like teleport back just now.
There are 94 weird and beardeds.
94 wabs.
Not
Jesus.
including me. 94 fake weird and beardeds
And I
walking around the
think
town.
you're one of these. Nope. Okay.
So this
I'm
isn't the only
gonna
thing we can do
find
with this
you.
mod, because obviously at the moment this is funny but not particularly useful.
Yes.
But what we can do, I can give them all different names and different skins.
Oh. What,
So
so you
all
like
of a
make
sudden-
pedestrian?
We can do crowd recordings.
That's cool. Right, I need to
Hi.
I found you. I found you.
So yeah, I have spent the last couple days just walking around the town
Is that
recording
what-
94
Is
unique
that
groups.
what you had to do?
Yeah. So
Oh my
for
god.
each one, you just record yourself doing it then.
Wait, can you change the skin of them, or does it have to be just? Or is
Yeah.
it just you?
Yeah, you can set it to. You can give them any name and any skin,
Right.
and then you create a recording and add that recording to a scene.
How do you change their name?
When you add the recording to the scene, at that moment you can set their name and their skin.
Right. Okay.
So
That's
we
cool,
are going to
though,
be
man.
introducing rules such as don't use people's skins without their permission.
Right.
But you can also create your own skins to use, so that could be interesting.
For like movies and stuff.
Yeah. This is a game changer for crowd scenes.
I was gonna say like, you can have like pedestrians going down the
so
street if you want.
that's the thing. That this is really for background actors.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't want to do this for the main cast because there are limitations. So there are certain other mods that just don't interact with this mod. So it's very vanilla. The only thing I have found I can do is with Pequi, which is the mod that we can use to scale things. It doesn't capture the scale, but it will obviously capture the change in speed. So we can
Right.
make people move faster and slower. So actually, in the intro to this video, I had everybody walking around at actual walking pace. I am really happy with how this has turned out. I cannot wait to see what else we end up doing with the mocap mod. As I said, this is just an absolute game changer when it comes to recording crowd scenes. We can make places look busy and feel alive, and hopefully not just infested with me. So, if you liked the episode, please leave a like, put down a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Weird and Bearded, and I will see you all next time.